Kieran, a fiery, intense opening day fixture. You've managed to get the point at the end. What's your verdict on that?
Yeah, it was a really intense game in the first half. Probably some of what we expected, really, or mostly was as we expected. It wasn't great quality, to be honest. Both teams were good intensity, good organisation, but not enough passages of play in the game. We had a couple of good chances, maybe the better chances in the first half, but probably less of the play. There was nothing really in the game until the first goal. And after that, we improved, and probably that was maybe what we needed to sort of go for the game a little bit more. So there's positives in how we battled. It was always going to be a difficult place to come here tonight, and the group fought well in the first half. For sure, we need to impose ourselves on the game earlier than what we did. And to be the team that we want to be this year, we have to impose ourselves on the ball better than what we did. But the players stuck at it. Good impact off the bench with all the substitutes. And the late goal, which we know in a championship season, getting them are really absolutely vital, especially with good impacts on the bench. So positives in terms of coming away from the point will be stronger for the game. There's no doubt in my mind it came early for us, to be honest, as a group. And I think a lot of teams would have came here and lost tonight. So it wasn't a fantastic game, didn't play as well as we would have liked, but we found a way to battle for a point, which hopefully will be an important one at the end.
Did you think it was a penalty, and what happened afterwards in those celebrations?
I've not seen it back. I even from the sideline 50 yards away, it looked like a defender had an arm sort of raised in a bit of an unnatural position, but that's honestly me without seeing the replay. So people have had better views than me. And I'm not sure after the goal. It's just both sets of players emotional. It was an emotional game. So, these sort of incidents can happen. And, there's not much to say on it, really.
Yeah. A couple of Jaden Pillaging didn't make today. We talked sort of pre-match. Is that short term for him?
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. It's, we feared that it might be a little bit longer, and then he's progressing pretty well. So, we sort of have to see how he goes into next week.
Yeah. Jens just felt it came too soon for him?
No, it definitely came too soon. He arrived really late. I've only seen him for about 15 seconds since he joined. We've had plenty of phone calls. He's going to need a little bit of time, hopefully not too long, but getting up to speed, to be honest. He's not had a proper pre-season with Napoli. So it's going to be a balance between getting him contributing as quickly as possible, also setting him up for a long, hard season. So we've got to get that balance right over the sort of week or two to come.
Can you tell us anything about the Tuba Akpom situation? It's been a bit of a saga over the last few days, lots of reports, more leading up to this, that there's another club on the scene in Turkey at the moment. Can you tell us anything about that?
To be honest, I've not been across it massively. My latest understanding was it was sort of a deal that was all parties were trying to push through and wanting to do, and I've not heard anything to the contrary for that. So sort of wait for some feedback from the club.
Thank you.
I
understand there's footage that I've seen of Jack Taylor being assaulted during the celebrations. Is Jack all right, and what did you make of that?
Jack's all right. It's somebody just showed me it. It's obviously not ideal, but I think it's been reported, so the authorities will deal with it.
Yeah, and just overall, I mean, what's the positives that you take out tonight?
Yeah, as I said, I thought we competed well in the first half. We didn't impose ourselves, but coming here on a night like tonight, you can get overrun and out-battled, and we didn't. We sort of competed well on that side of it without imposing ourselves enough in the game. We still had some good chances in the first half without playing particularly well. And I think finding a way to score a late goal, it's not by accident. It's by subs coming on, having a good impact in the game. Of course, maybe with a penalty it was a little bit out of our control, but we've done it before in this division, and going right to the whistle, having impacts off the bench, these give you a better chance of scoring late goals, and we got an important one tonight. And I think we know there's a lot of work to do with the group, to be honest. We've got some really hard work to do on the training pitch the next few weeks. We have to sort some situations out, get the squad to where it needs to be. But in the meantime, we have to pick up points, and we've picked one up tonight in a really hard place. And I think if we do the right things over the next few weeks, then I think we'll be I'm certain we'll play much better than we did tonight, and we'll be a much stronger team. Phil?
Am I not very well, apparently?
No, not apparently. Not very well. He had a throat infection, so nothing untoward or anything like that. He was in training Monday, Tuesday, getting ready for the game. had to go home with a temperature and a throat infection, and hopefully recover over the weekend.
You want one, sorry.
Just quickly, what do you make of Birmingham, where they've bounced back up to this level, immediately competing with you guys?
I think it's no big surprise. I've said it before. I think they were a pretty good team in the Championship last time we faced them. To be honest, we had a really tough game here last time around. I think they had some really talented players and a pretty good team. Obviously, that season didn't work out well for them, but they've recruited very well in the time in between. They got stronger in League One, not weaker. Have a very good young manager and coach, and they've built up some good feelings and good atmosphere here, so I think they'll be a really strong team in the division.